Oh, dude, I didn't tell you guys. I went to 7-Eleven and I got a buffalo chicken roller. And
I had one of those once, and it was the most disgusting thing I've ever had in my life.
Well,
I think it had been sitting around a while, so I don't know if I can truly judge it, but it seemed very bad.
Well, here's the thing. What was getting it was not the good part of the day. The good part was that they gave me 3 of them for the price of 1. So
I think she was clearing the warmer for the next wave. I'm pretty sure
She just messed up. I bet they're told to upsell the buffalo chicken rollers
specifically because they're insanely
specifically
bad.
to guys that look like me. I think they're pretty good.
You're not the first person to tell me that. And that's why I tried one. And I don't want anybody who listens to this podcast think that I just saw that and wanted to try it on my own accord. Somebody suggested it.
Yeah, Sam's... don't act like you're too good for a buffalo chicken roller.
I am.
The idea of a buffalo chicken roller is...
I am frightened to eat, convenience store fast food items unless they're in the middle of nowhere in the South, where you can tell they're like actually cooking them up in the behind the counter.
See, I don't mind, because my theory is that there's 10,000 7-Elevens. So
I'd wager more than that.
So they're probably doing something right,
selling chips. They're not fucking banking off those pizzas, dude.
Well, the pizzas are okay. I've had those.
I've unfortunately bought a whole pizza. My friend used to work at 7-Eleven, so he was just like, yeah, dude, it's just a frozen pizza you cook in like a microwave. It's fine. It's just a shittier Little Caesars.
I mean, all of it's fine. It's all fine.
Have you had a buffalo chicken roller?
No.
I don't like the fucking disdain in your voice.
I love the disdain in his voice.
I mean, look, if you guys are gonna,
I just like that he agrees with me, even though he knows nothing about the facts of it. He just knows the fact of
I will
it sounds
say
disgusting.
they're a little dry. I'll give you that.
Yeah, it was so dry.
They could use some sauce, but they have sauce packets. You don't get a sauce packet after.
What kind of sauce?
Well, they got ranch. I think they got blue cheese. Here's
the thing. If you guys can come down on me for That Thing You Do, an incredibly popular film, then I'm allowed to come down on you as hard as I want for buffalo chicken rollers being disgusting. That is a common opinion, both of those things, but I'm going to give you Tom Hanks bashing from the mid-'90s, but you have to accept that I find that horrifying, and if I'm getting anything off a roller, baby, it's a hot dog. It's a hot diggity dog.
He's been thinking about this for 24 hours.
Yeah, well, I had to edit it, and I'm like, who are these idiots that have never heard of this fucking movie?
I told you I heard of the movie.
He said he didn't like it. I had just never heard
No,
of
he
it.
didn't say he didn't like it. He said, he's like, what is it, about an actor? It's like, no.
I got mixed up with a
that
different
thing
movie.
you do, acting.
Yeah, that's right. I don't know. Look, there's a lot of mix-ups. There's a lot of mishaps. That's not the point.
That's Steve Zahn's breakout role, baby. That put Zahn on the map. By the way, speaking of 7-Elevens, I picked up a...
I think you should tweet if you like buffalo chicken rollers
Yeah, what's
or
better?
The movie
Yes.
That Thing You Do.
Yes.
We'll put up a poll.
That's almost perfect for our listeners, actually. Having interacted with a lot of these people for the better part of 7 years on Twitter, I think this is the perfect poll for y'all. What is better? Buffalo chicken rollers from 7-Eleven, which if you don't have a 7-Eleven, they're basically...
They got them at every gas.
Describe what's inside.
Yeah.
Describe what's inside.
Well, you see,
you're the expert.
It's a chicken. It's a chicken strip.
No,
you
it's
see.
not.
But
You've never had one, River.
No, I've
You've
seen
never
them.
had
I've
one.
been in the
Let the expert
I was
go.
about to get to that.
All right.
It's like a chicken strip, but cylinder shaped. You see, because
so it's like a chicken fry.
Exactly, because they understand that the chicken strip, the design, it's outdated. They're uneven, but
the shape of chicken flesh is inherently flawed.
Yeah, they need to make it pink and like you maybe have seen the Burger King chicken fries.
Oh, yeah,
They're just nuggets that are shaped long.
I thought it was like some sort of like almost like an egg roll situation where there was like an outer crust and it was filled with like cheese and
I think that's what it is, right?
No, it's just chicken breaded and it's flavored like buffalo. It's just a chicken strip.
Oh, see, I think I'm thinking of...
you said the buffalo chicken roller.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
I thought that was the tortilla wrap.
You know what?
No. You're thinking of the buffalo chicken quesadilla.
Or the torpedo or whatever the hell they call it.
empanada they have.
Well,
because I've had that, and that made me throw up.
That's disgusting. That's the one I had.
That I will agree.
Yeah, I was because I think maybe it's AM PM actually that does this, but there's one I believe it's called either like a tornado or a torpedo, where it's what I described, where it's kind of like a tortilla sort of egg roll sort of thing filled with chicken goo.
Oh yeah, I've had those. Those are delicious.
No.
Well, so
I didn't know they just had chicken tenders on.
They have chicken tenders, chicken strips. They have mozzarella sticks. One time I was at 7-Eleven.
They have wings too.
They have
right?
wings. They have kebabs. And I was there one night on one of my worst nights, like one of my first nights in LA, and I was just so sad and lonely. And I was like, fuck it. Let me get some mozzarella sticks. And there was this big black guy behind me. He goes, don't do it. And I go, actually, never mind. I won't do them. He goes, you made a good choice. And the cashier got real mad.
that
You
man
just cost me a sale.
That's literally what he says. He's like, don't judge things you haven't tried yet.
No, sometimes you can, like Rivers judging this chicken roller. I think it's acceptable.
that man was your guardian angel that night, and you didn't listen.
No, I did listen.
Oh, you did?
I didn't get it.
Okay.
You might be dead.
I've never
if
had
not
the
for that man.
7-Eleven mozzarella sticks for that man who looked and sounded like Ron Funches, but before he lost all the weight. So I knew it wasn't Ron Funches, unfortunately.
Oh, man.
So I would have been real excited.
Man, yeah.
He would have just let you buy them.
Yeah, he would.
Ron wouldn't have stopped you.
Yeah.
He'd be like, this is your journey.
I think Ron and I probably moved to LA like almost at exactly the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember we were doing a show. My friend Andrew Lopez somehow ended up running a show at the YouTube space at the Google thing down in.
Because he's cool.
I mean, yeah, the worst audiences I've ever seen. Literally, it's just these people that work for these Silicon Valley fucking vampires, and they just get fed like chips and Jack Daniels all day long, and presumably are getting their dick sucked by kids and child slaves.
Yeah, that's
and
what
shit.
happens at YouTube.
Yeah. So the audiences are, you need your best stand-up comedy audience tends to be sort of like a little angry, a little drunk, and and kind of on the sort of punk rock side. That tends to be a good audience, And in this case,
What?
You had me on the first two.
By that, do you mean young and white?
I mean, just like people.
I don't question your credibility.
No. I mean, just people who are down for like a DIY kind of scene, man.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Because But the point is, YouTube is the opposite. It's a bunch of rich people with no problems who are just like you tell a joke and they were just like, what's a roommate?
Oh, God, yeah.
Make fun of the poor now.
That kind of shit. But after the show, it's a missed opportunity because obviously he became wildly famous and stuff like that. So this is my I remember this story. He was passing a joint around. He was like, "Would you like some marijuana, Rivers Langley?"
Oh, man.
And I was like, "Nah, man, I'm all right." Now in hindsight, I'm like, probably should have smoked some weed with Ron Funches. When he still knew my name. God damn it!
You should have smoked weed a bunch of times, Rivers.
Yes, I don't know.
And
but
then
you wouldn't even do a dab last night when you were over at the crib.
Jesus, but that's like going from fucking 0 to 60.
If you would have
That's crazy.
smoked a joint with Ron Funches, he would have been doing dabs with us at the debate the other night.
Some people do heroin before they smoke a cigarette.
I mean, you gotta fly before you learn how to crawl. That's
Everyone
what they say.
takes their own journey, man.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to take a journey with you guys. I was at speaking of 7-Eleven. I was. They have a Halloween mystery flavored Mountain Dew. This one is called Voodoo.
Fuck yes.
You get it? They're in the pun business. The Mountain Dew's been in lockdown since March, and all they've been doing, and they're like, "Give me 50 puns." They're like, "Dugarita." That's terrible. Let's do it.
Kind of fucking me over because that was kind of my thing before that. I was sticking that was gonna be the name of my album. Was Do the Right Thing with DEW.
That's still acceptable.
I know.
I like that.
We've got people that listen to this that do, Photoshop and fun stuff. Let's please get a Do the Right Thing album cover for Daniel, please.
I will use it.
That's incredible. But yeah, I got this Voodoo. It's a mystery flavor, and so I was gonna.
And it's gray, like the gray Powerade.
Yeah, well, I was confused because I'm a bit of a Mountain Dew aficionado.
You are. That's why I called you here today.
I know. I thought it was gonna be Mountain Dew Whiteout because I just saw the bottle. I thought it was just spooky Whiteout, but it's not.
Yeah,
it's a mystery.
It's that sort of white gray liquid.
I am hoping for.
It almost looks like pre-cum.
I mean, I wasn't gonna say it, but yes.
Smell it first, guys. It smells familiar. What's that smell?
It's almost.
Dude,
it's very familiar.
You want to know what's fucking crazy? Is I was just about to say I hope it tastes like the white Airheads. It tastes like the white Airheads.
It smells like the white Airheads. It's almost great.
It tastes exactly like the goddamn white Airheads.
Well, that's fantastic.
It tastes like a little bit of like a fake raspberry flavor, which I think the white Airheads had.
Right.
Yeah, there's some sort of berry.
Yeah, it's a berry situation for sure. But yeah, that's so funny because I was like the only like mystery flavor like sweet that I can think of is like famously they got the mystery sweet Dum Dums, which taste like nothing, and then the mystery sweet Airheads, which taste like voodoo.
Are they ever going to release the mystery?
Oh, no, I don't think so. I'm sure
they would lose too much money.
The mystery, it's just a bunch of powder and corn syrup.
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn if it isn't refreshing, though.
I mean, it's crazy.
I'm drinking a Red Bull today, which I never do, and it's better than the Red Bull.
It is a little better than the Red Bull, and I like Red Bull a lot.
Red Bull's real bitter. It's got an after bite.
Yeah.
You don't want that.
And that's coming from a former alcoholic.
Yeah.
If he doesn't like fucking Red Bull.
Well, it doesn't have the right... If I want an after bite, I want it to taste like oak.
See, that's...
40-year-old oak, man.
If booze tasted like Red Bull, I'd be an alcoholic.
I mean, don't tell him about the vodka Red Bull.
Well, I know about the vodka Red Bull, but I don't want to pay for the vodka.
Or Four Loko.
Well, they quit making that energy based.
Yeah.
I thought they just took out some of them. I thought it still had caffeine.
I think it still has caffeine, but they took out like the
taurine
and guarine and all that.
That's the shit that's in like Monster
Red Bull.
Energy and Red Bull.
Shit,
yeah, that's
dude.
the good shit. Like I've heard
used to drink Four Loko all the goddamn time, dude. It was wild.
I've heard some war stories about Four Loko.
Yeah, dude. I used to do heroin and drink Four Loko at the same time,
Jesus, dude. That is. I mean, you're not kidding about war stories. It is like there is like a cultural strata of just fucking broken, crazy nights of like 2009 of everyone I know.
Yeah, my friend said that he was double. God damn it! I don't remember if he said he taped the 2 Four Locos to his hands or if he was just double
Edward four hands.
Yeah,
Edward 40 hands. The worst idea. The least fun way you could drink alcohol.
Especially you just caffeine.
It's you duct tape 2 40-ounce bottles to your
that's
hands.
what it
You're
is,
not allowed to take them off until you finish them.
Right.
Edward 40 hands, invented by a dumbass in the 80s,
Dude,
sort of idiot.
Just one 40-ounce will make me so fucked up. But my friend,
and by the time you drink the 1 40-ounce, it's already warm at the end.
Oh god!
And when they're taped to your hands, they're just constantly getting warmer because of your
40
hands.
ounces of terrible
and there's no way you can
in your stomach.
duct tape a bottle to your hands without that being extremely uncomfortable
at some
in the
point
first
you have
place.
to pee.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and you just have to piss your pants. That's part of the fun.
That is part of the fun. We've lived a full life.
Have y'all watched the Cobra Kai program on Netflix?
No.
I watched the first episode when it came out on YouTube, and I was like, "This is good. I'm going to keep watching this." And I never did.
I blew through like both seasons.
I've
just
heard
like
nothing but good things.
Well, because you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of like a Nickelodeon sitcom, but with like weed smoking and cussing. Like it's like corny as hell, but pretty fun too. And it also exists in a world where just karate fights are breaking out everywhere all the time.
I want to live in that world.
I do too. I was like, this is great.
Instead of people just swinging machetes at each other.
Yeah, that's way better.
If instead of just shooting up places, people just got into big fist brawls. Like that'd be swell.
Yeah. But one of the co-stars of the show is Paul Walter Hauser, who is the star of Clint Eastwood's most recent movie, Richard Jewell, that is also just fucking amazing.
Is it?
Yeah, but it's funny because Cobra
After
Kai.
American Sniper.
Oh, dude, it's so much fucking. It's his best movie, like hands down.
Really?
I think so. Richard Jewell. Yeah,
I'll check it out.
It's really good. Also, but yeah, they made Cobra Kai a couple of years ago before this guy, was in. I guess it was right before he was in I, Tonya, and then obviously went on to make Richard Jewell. So it's kind of funny seeing Cobra Kai now because you're like, oh, that guy is like a fucking, he's in some shit now.
Yeah, he was an Oscar-nominated
But
movie.
there is a very funny scene at a party that I'm surprised that no one else got to before 2018 or whenever the show was made, where because he's like kind of this like loser guy that just hangs out with these teenagers and tries to be cool, and they just whatever, kind of make fun of him. And he's at a party and he's got
the story of my life.
It's our apartment right now.
But yeah, he does Edward 40 Hands at the party, and the cops come, and it's him trying to open the sliding glass door with the thing to get out with the shit taped to his hand.
Funny.
I was like, damn, man, how did Cobra Kai get to this joke before anyone else?
The thing that especially sucks about Edward 40 Hands is you can't get them off you need somebody
you have
else
to have a friend
to help you take them off.
Sometimes your friends will be asleep before you finish both 40s.
Or they just think it's funny that you're having a terrible time because they're fucking wasted.
Because I have had a sliding door and tried to open it with 2 40s taped to my hands. It didn't work. Couldn't do it.
By the way, I looked it up. The Airheads mystery flavor is made with the colorless remnants of the rest of the candy machine.
That's what I thought. It was just all of them mixed together.
It's all of them mixed together, and apparently it's literally just like the runoff from
the swill.
Yeah, it's the swill. It's they make
I'm a fan.
They make that in the same way they make like a balsamic glaze.
I'm gonna be honest. The more I drink it, the less I like it.
The warmer it gets.
Oh, I chugged it, dude.
It's not even the warmth; it's the flavor. The more I'm like savoring it like a fine bourbon.
See, I knew because it went flat almost immediately.
Well,
so.
I'm a duoholic,
Mine
so
still
I
has
get
bubbles.
mine, I chug it.
Mine still has bubbles in it.
Oh, okay.
I got the good one apparently.
Okay, yeah, mine kind of went flat pretty quick, and I was like,
about halfway there.
I'm gonna need to fucking just take this down. So I don't know.
I like it. I'm a fan. Mountain Dew, you're killing it once again.
The one
this probably is the runoff because it just tastes like a bunch of different things.
Oh, it's exactly what it is. It tastes like Code Red and White Out.
They just didn't put the dye in.
Right.
Gamer Fuel. We're on Gamer Fuel right now.
Dude, I'm fueled
Gamer
the fuck
Fuel.
up.
What? So typically, when you do the do, you've got OD as an original do.
Oh yeah, I get the if possible. I'll get
recipe.
I'll get that TB, that throwback do.
Oh yeah, with the hillbilly on there.
Yeah,
man.
Is that like cane sugar?
Yeah.
Yes,
real sugar one.
It's the extra diet. Look, I'm pre-diabetic. Not yet.
My question is, what is your favorite outside of original Dew Diet Mountain Dew and the throwback? What is your favorite in the Dew-niverse?
Oh, hands down, Baja Blast.
Yeah, okay, that's
it's
a good
the
answer.
Crowning achievement of any carbonated soft drink.
I think I would actually agree with you there.
Yeah, I heard they might be taking it off.
No,
the menu at Taco Bell. Remember they used to sell it.
Oh yeah.
They don't anymore.
No, it's like they'll do it every year, like around the beginning of the summer. They'll like release it to stores and then they take it back after a couple weeks.
I haven't been able to find it since 2016.
Yeah.
I've been looking.
I feel like I see it out here from time to time at Ralph's, but they only release that on special occasions. But no, there's no way Taco Bell would take that away. That is, I would argue, their signature item.
I mean, that's the only thing. Like, I go to the Taco Bell half just to get a Baja Blast a lot of the times if I'm going. Like,
I think if anything, for me at this point, I drink soda almost exclusively to be funny on this podcast. It's my excuse where I'm like, because I don't normally.
I saw him drink a Diet Dr. Pepper the other day, folks.
Oh, well, that was to use the pisser in the middle of nowhere. So.
Oh, yeah. Did you ever tell the story?
No, we haven't mentioned that. Yeah. So.
Oh man, tell that one.
Oh yeah.
Sorry to interrupt.
No. He answered correctly. I was the only
thing he was working up to.
No, not really. The only other. I was just gonna say the only other possible the only other possible satellite do that's an acceptable answer is of course Livewire, the orange.
Oh,
do.
Livewire, some good stuff.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember Crystal Pepsi?
Oh yeah,
I never had it.
They re-released it. I only had it in the re-release because it was a thing before I was born. I used to get cases of it, or just as many as I could, just for the sole bit. I would invite people over to my house. We would get super fucked up, and then halfway through the night, I'd be like, "Look, man, I've gotten hooked on Crystal. And they'd be like, Daniel, you're doing meth now? And then I would just start drinking a Crystal Pepsi. And I rotted my teeth for that one terrible bit.
I honestly...
brush your teeth still after doing that bit.
I honestly think the even funnier bit is just to be fucked up with somebody and then just look them in the eyes and be like, do you want a Crystal Pepsi? Because that's so much weirder.
My thing
that's why I'm making it a comedy.
Okay, this is I would open one, let it go flat, right?
Yeah.
When my friend is extremely fucked up, be like, dude, we should have a glass of water.
Oh, there you go.
And then you pour him up that. Because when you think you're drinking something and it's something else, that's a mind fuck and it's disgusting.
And then just be like, what are you talking about?
And if they thought they were drinking water and it's fucking Pepsi, that'd be fucking horrifying.
Well, no, but then you got to just like look them in the eyes and they're like, what am I drinking? And be like, what are you talking about? It's just water. And then you're just drinking yours.
That's like something you do to somebody on acid.
Yeah.
I think a drunk person would instantly realize something was up.
But no, we over the weekend, Sam and Courtney and I went on I was trying to find just to get out of the house, kind of drive about, and I looked all over the map around Los Angeles, and it genuinely took me a minute to find a forest that was not on fire.
Yeah, it's pretty upsetting.
It's fucking crazy. So like all the normal like roads that I go, if I'm just trying to go for a scenic drive to clear my head and shit, the normal roads I go on are closed because they are aflame.
We're trapped like rats.
Yeah, so I found one road that goes through Los Padres National Forest just above the city of Ojai, California, and we decided to go through there, and it was gorgeous. I want to go back actually because the second half of it, the sun went down, and the second half, which I assumed would be kind of dull and boring to get back to the freeway, was also probably amazing.
Looked like it might have been cool. It would be really disappointing to go back and just be like, it was just dark and we were imagining what the first part was like.
Yeah.
Just let the memory of what could have been take place.
Yeah, but it's in these COVID times, it's there's no fucking bathrooms anywhere.
No, especially in California.
Yeah, so we stopped at one gas station and the bathroom was closed, and then across the street there was a pizza place, and I was like, I'm just gonna go in and just tell them straight up, like, hey, can I buy a drink to use your bathroom? And they were like, oh, sure. And so that was the context in which I did get a Diet Dr. Pepper. So I was like,
that's why I called you out.
Yeah.
I had to fucking call you out.
You fucking hypocrite.
But we're standing there waiting for the bathroom. There's somebody in it. And it's one of those bathrooms where the urinal is on the same side of the wall as the door. And not only that,
it's just there, right when you open the door. There's no divider. You just walk in, urinal straight to the left.
Right there. And which puts your dick, if you're peeing in the urinal, exactly at the same eye line as the doorknob.
Well, it also, just if you're pissing, you're facing the door.
Yeah.
There's no way that your dick couldn't be visible if somebody walked in.
Right, but the point is, this guy didn't lock the goddamn door, and so I was just like, oh, okay, and I walked to the bathroom, and I'm looking at my hand to turn the doorknob, open it, and just dick right there. And I was like, oh, God. And I took a step back, and I believe Sam said, I was like, oh, my God. And I was like, I looked directly at that man's
You're
dick.
just drinking Diet Dr. Pepper like it's a beer.
I just spit it out on his dick. But
Rivers was horrified. I saw his reaction.
I just took a stick. You're just never ready for it. Sam asked. I was like, "Oh yeah, I just got an eyeful," and Sam was like, "What did it look like?" And I think I said,
I believe I said, well, on a scale of 1 to 10. How was it?
And I instead went with a Sherwin-Williams swatch and answered gray.
Yeah,
it was gray.
Your reply was, it was gray. You were still horrified. It wasn't as matter of fact. The fact that you were like, it was gray. Like you were angry and confused and sad.
Agree here.
No, I agree too, because it's just that he looked into his future.
Yeah,
he looked into all our futures.
If we're lucky, we'll
Is that what happens?
I mean, if we're lucky,
the shade of your penis does change.
It does?
Yes.
When does this start happening?
Who knows?
As you get older, man.
Oh, no.
It's common, I've heard.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Is like, if we're lucky, we'll all end up with a giant bush of gray pubic hair and a big gray wiener.
Well, the pubes, I understand they turn gray, but the dick? A gray dick?
Your dick just starts getting darker.
Dude, like the aliens from Cocoon?
But also, the man was fully aware that Rivers just stared at his cock.
Yeah, no, because when he came out, he was like, "Oh, sorry about that. Oh God, what did he say exactly? It was something to the effect of,
I don't have much modesty, but I also don't have a lot to show off."
Yeah, that's right. Sorry, I don't have any modesty, but I also don't have anything to brag about. And I was like, oh, that
guy definitely has group sex often.
So
dude, it's
intentionally left the door unlocked.
It is possible.
Here's
guarantee you that.
So here's Ojai. For people listening that aren't familiar with Southern California, Ojai has hot springs in the mountains.
Oh,
and hot springs bring old horny hippies. That's
some of them are clothing optional.
Oh yeah. Well, most of them aren't they're not hot springs you might see as a roadside attraction. They're just in the woods, and if you choose to drop trow, man, it's just you and God and whoever you're with. So who gives a shit? But that's who, and then also a bunch of terrifying lifted truck racist rednecks. So that's the town. So there's no telling. But he seemed kind of the former. He could be a old hippie hot spring swinger.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I imagine that's just his move. He goes to the truck stop, goes to that place, leaves the door unlocked, and just waits. And then eventually 1 out of 10 dudes that walk in are like, I want a piece of that hog meat.
Right. And it's like, how do you feel about 3? Me and old Rosie. Take you up to Bald Head Springs, and
that is an interesting way to cruise in a single person bathroom
at a pizza place in the middle of goddamn nowhere.
But it was packed.
It was packed.
There's a pizza place on the inside?
No,
they had outdoor dining.
Outdoor only.
Yeah.
Ojai Pizza, was that what it was called?
Yeah, shout out to
outdoor stuff.
Shout out to Ojai Pizza for having a place to pee.
Oh, I'm high. Ha ha. Ha.
And for more things like that, check out Reefer Sadness, Daniel Magden's podcast. Well, also we went through the city that apparently Johnny Cash lived in. What was that one?
Oh God,
Camarillo?
No, it wasn't Camarillo. It has a is it Casitas? Las Casitas?
Something with a C. I think so.
Ostriches and shit.
Maybe it was a kind of area where it seems like you would have a kind of ranch home.
Yeah.
It's right next to the mountains. And kind of
Casitas Springs.
Okay, yeah. And they have a big sign. They're like, "This is the only interesting thing about this town."
Damn, they got the address on the Wikipedia too. Now I got to go back. Hot damn.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Oh, so this is where he was living with the first wife. Oh shit! Yeah. Okay. So this is depicted in the film Walk the Line, where he's painting the house and he's listening to Highway 61 Revisited, and he's losing his goddamn mind because he's all fucked up on speed.
That's such a good movie.
Oh hell yeah!
We should go out there all tweaked on speed.
And
recreate the movie.
Tribute to
try to paint something.
Yeah, it's a tribute to the Man in Black. I almost called him the Men in Black. Although that's cool too. We can honor both.
Yeah, tweak out till we see space aliens and just forget everything.
Or we just do some math and then watch Men in Black.
We could probably watch the trilogy at this point.
Oh,
There's 4 of them, I thought.
Oh, wow.
Didn't they make a 4th one?
Yeah, it might be international with...
I stopped keeping up after 2.
Yeah.
I saw 3. It was bad.
I didn't hate 3.
It wasn't as bad as you'd think it'd be.
Right, that was exactly what I was going to say.
But it wasn't good.
It's not good, but you're like, okay, well...
It was fine. There were some good parts.
I'm always in favor of Josh Brolin anything. Just put him in all the movies. It's all good. Well, so Ring of Fire was released when he was still living in Las Casitas, or in Casita Springs rather. Okay. So, good.
I didn't realize he was still alive when that movie came out. Oh, Ring of Fire.
Ring of Fire, the
song. The movies Walk the Line. Because I get it. Yeah. Sorry, guys. My cash head credentials are going to get fucking revoked.
Oh, no. It's okay. No, as long as you're not one of those people. I'll tell you, when Johnny Cash died, he died on the same day as John Ritter from Three's Company.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I remember when John Ritter died because my mom was sad.
Oh,
I had no clue who he was. I knew he was Clifford.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
covered the big red dog. So that actually did affect me.
But I went to school that day, and I remember all these goddamn people just being like, "Oh man, the guy from 8 Rules for Dating My Teenage Daughter died." I'm like, the guy who the fucking Johnny Cat. Like, I was like one of those kids.
I didn't know anybody who knew who John Ritter was.
I feel
in
like
Austin.
Yeah.
I mean, people are just like, I guess he's the Three's Company guy. If you like knew that,
Yeah.
What was Three's Was that one?
It's a sitcom.
Was that, I mean, I know it. I mean, was that the one with
Back in
Don
the day.
Knotts?
Yeah. He's Jack Tripper.
Jack Tripper. I'm tripping. I went back for it. God. Boom. I'm on fire today, guys.
But yeah, Don Knotts is in it too, as the fucking landlord and shit. But I just remember going to school that day and just being mad all day that more people gave a shit about John Ritter. I was like, fuck John Ritter, man. He's good in Bad Santa. That was his last movie.
Was he in Bad? Who was he in Bad Santa?
He's the boss guy.
Oh,
He's
okay.
the nerd with the
man.
glasses.
Man.
That's the title of that movie will never not make me laugh.
And it's good.
And
It's a great
that's
movie.
that's the fucked up part. It is kind of funny.
It is a pretty but it's weird that they made that became a thing. Like how after Scary Movie, they were like, it's date movie. How about that? We're like,
Oh, that's different. That's a whole different
But now
racket.
there's like bad teacher, bad.
Yeah.
I think there was a show where it was bad judge, or was that
Bad
a movie?
Grandpa.
Bad Grandpa.
Bad Grandpa was actually good though. I was like, if you had just thought
I
of a
never
good
saw it.
name, like, I mean, it's just it's like hidden camera stuff. It's fun.
Yeah.
Like,
That's the Johnny Knoxville one. I always
Yeah.
get that one mixed up with Dirty Grandpa, which is the Robert De Niro one.
yeah, which I imagine I've heard nothing about since.
Is that the Meet the Fokker spinoff?
No. It's with Zac Efron, and I don't know anything about it except that. But
It bombed pretty bad, I imagine.
well, I
'cause-
think they're making a sequel.
what?
It's one of those movies like where you just hear it, you're like, well, who would go see that? And you're like, oh my god, it made so much money.
Because this is the first I've heard of it since I saw like a poster for it. Like I was like, well, that looks fucking stupid, and then, man,
Yeah.
Then it's the most popular thing in the world.
Oh yeah, I have a fun story from I feel like all the people talk about Florida being the good story place. I gotta say, 2020, it's all about Alaska. I mean, we would get some good crazy shit from Alaska.
I mean, that's every year, though. That's where people go to do crazy shit.
'Cause
absolutely.
it's separated from the rest of the world.
you go there to run away.
Yeah,
Yeah. So many people with bad criminal records go to Alaska.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
where my dad went for a couple of years.
Is that right?
Yeah. As a kid, he was just in Alaska for a while.
Hey,
You can go up there, work, tweak out on meth.
He said it was a good time.
Yeah.
Oh, it is a good time. I mean, I've never been to Alaska. I've been to the Yukon, which is right next to it, and it's that's Canada's Alaska.
Yeah.
It's like you go
I've
up there
wanted
and
to go. I hear it's nice.
oh fuck, it's gorgeous up there. That part of the world. But this is from Anchorage. A longtime Alaska Zoo resident alpaca named Caesar was torn to pieces early Sunday morning by a wild brown bear that broke into the zoo's alpaca
What
enclosure.
a fun story. I didn't know that Alaska would have zoos.
Yeah. Is there enough people there to warrant that?
I was
I'm tired of seeing all the wildlife that's naturally around.
yeah, that is a
Because
good
there's
point.
no infrastructure.
It is nothing but wildlife
If
there.
a wildlife can break in to kill the wildlife you've imported, you don't need that extra wildlife.
yeah,
That's
that's
I think that's just nature happening.
No, you've just set up a buffet for the extant wildlife there. The bear tunneled under the zoo's perimeter fence and broke through the cedar split rail fence around the alpaca enclosure before killing Caesar, according to the zoo's executive director, Pat Lampy. Another alpaca, Fuzzy Charlie, was found unhurt, though wild-eyed and skittish. And that's the funny thing, because that's how I would describe most alpacas and llamas. That's kind of
Wild-eyed and
their
skittish.
that's kind of their disposition. Is they'll fucking kick you and spit on you, and they're fucking mean as
Well, to
shit.
say it like
But
that,
maybe not when their friend just got mauled in front of them. Maybe they're like, shit, I need to chill back, maybe.
Well, they make it seem like that alpaca did it, and they were blaming the bear. Like he was skittish. He was dotting his eye. It sounds like an accusation from the reporter. Like,
Alaska Department of Fish and Game personnel killed the almost 600-pound male bear Monday night night on a stakeout with Alaska Wildlife Troopers near a dumpster.
Came back.
Yeah, they killed the bear. They got to kill the bear.
You go back to the casino.
That sucks.
That does suck. It's
that
like
bear's just doing what it's supposed to do.
fuck yeah, dude. Alpacas, they're they make they make sweaters out of them. And shit.
People are like, don't leave your fucking garbage out because the bears will get it. You're leaving live animals out, hoping the bear won't get it. The bear wants that worse than your trash. I fucking guarantee that.
The zoo is located in South Anchorage, among neighborhoods backing up against the wilds of Chugach State Park. Bear sightings aren't unusual, but this is the first fatal attack on zoo animals that the officials could recall. It calls to mind in like 2010 or 11 at the LA Zoo. The koalas that they used to have there were torn to pieces by cougars in Griffith Park.
Oh,
wild cougars got into the koala exhibit. You feel like if you've ever seen a koala, they just stay fucked up all day. And
they're just cute.
They're cute.
They're
and
just around being cute.
They're cute and frankly overconfident about how likely they are to survive. If you see them, they seem smug.
Fuck you up. They're dangerous.
Okay, Joe Rogan.
No.
Yo, a koala will fuck you up, man. Bro.
Look, I'm moving back to Texas. I gotta get in on this early. I gotta.
I mean, yeah, they got claws. The fun little local Australian joke is to tell foreign travelers that like down here we call them drop bears. Because they tell people that the koalas will just suddenly drop down on you.
That's what I've heard. Is that not true?
No, it's just a thing Australians tell Americans to fuck with them.
Well, then maybe koalas can't fuck you up because that's what I've heard.
I mean, well, no. I mean, I don't.
Apparently, I'm just spreading lies.
I wouldn't.
Joe Rogan.
I wouldn't go fucking with a koala for sure.
Oh no.
But that'd
be rude.
They're not going to attack you.
I just don't feel sympathy for a dead koala.
The point is, I just think it's funny that LA City Zoo, they put it in the only place in the city that has mountain lions, and then they're like, and then when a koala got attacked, they're like, well, what happened? Like, well,
I only feel bad for these animals that got attacked because the humans put them in this position.
Yeah,
where they were clearly going to die.
Should be in
the
Australia.
alpaca, the koalas, none of them should have been put in situations near wild predator type animals.
Alpacas and bears don't live near each other. Koalas and bobcats don't live near each other.
Yeah, there's a reason.
Yeah.
Quit trying to play God. God damn it.
Man, just imagine being that like alpaca or that koala though, and just seeing that coming for you.
But I mean,
God, you're not prepared.
No, you can't even imagine. It's like, oh, there's a monster here. Does it kill me?
Imagine serving a life sentence in prison for doing nothing, and then a bear showed up to eat you, because that's what it'd be like.
Yeah, that's truly awful. Support the zoos, folks.
Yeah.
Go see some sad animals.
Dude, there's nothing better than just getting, like, when I go to Colorado, I've gone to the Denver Zoo like 3 times, because it's so much fun to just eat ungodly amounts of edibles and just go laugh at monkeys for hours and hours.
Oh yeah,
and hours.
Oh, we did that. Have you been to the San Diego Zoo?
No, I wanted to go, but fucking Corona.
Hey, well, when next time, after you come back for a visit and shit's back to normal, hopefully.
I'll come back for good.
Yeah.
I went to the San Diego Wildlife Preserve.
I haven't done that one yet.
It's apparently better. I've never been to the zoo, but my family who lives in San Diego say that one's better. So they took us there.
Okay.
And it's cool. It's pretty cool.
The zoo I went to with a friend of the show, Scott Howard, back in like probably 2015, right around when he first moved here, and we just went for fun. And we did the same thing. We just wandered around. We're like, look at this gnu, look at his long dumb face, and just kind of roasted all the animals.
Yeah, they're pretty stupid, those animals, but they shouldn't be there. It's not their fault. They should be stupid somewhere else.
Yeah, I feel the same way.
Fucking monkeys.
Speaking of fucking animals, I got a story about some cops in New Jersey. This is from...
Got a story about some pigs.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. Mountainside, New Jersey. A New Jersey borough has shelled out $2.5 million after settling a lawsuit filed in 2018 by 5 officers and a part-time employee of the Mountainside Police Department. The lawsuit alleged that police brass and municipal officials allowed, quote, harassing, inappropriate, and illegal conduct by the way of a sex toy dubbed Big Blue. So the group of police employees claimed in the suit that they were tortured by the Internal Affairs Director, Andrew Huber, with a gigantic dildo on almost a daily basis.
So he would just go smacking them with it?
Quote, Huber would wave around Big Blue, throw it like a javelin within the detective bureau, and also at people walking in the hallway past the detective bureau.
Well, it's good to know this guy's in charge of deciding what's okay at the police.
Well, I'm torn on this because on one hand, I don't think workplace harassment, I just call it sex place. Workplace sexual harassment is bad, but on the other hand, it is to cops.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Is like anywhere else, I'm like...
That's an interesting point I didn't think of.
I'm like, anywhere else, I mean, you should probably be able to sue the guy, but it's
crazy.
It's kind of funny.
You work for the police and your coworker's an insane dickhead.
Yeah, it's
Imagine that.
It's weird how that happens,
Dude, imagine like knowing that like your friends and coworkers just murder people, and you're like, well, this guy brings a dildo to work.
This guy bullies me.
Unless he's like assaulting people with this thing.
Yeah, well, it says that he's
throwing it like a javelin.
That's the funniest part is the description of he threw it like a javelin. Just imagine.
He gets a running start.
He goes down to one knee after he throws it and shit.
I mean, that's kind of funny.
Yeah.
If he's really doing that full-on act out, maybe even doing like a costume thing, that would be great.
And what type of dildo is
it's a big blue
is it like a dragon
dildo.
one? I mean,
No, they would have said dragon one.
There's no veins.
In one instance, Huber hit a 911 dispatcher in the face with the sex toy. As officer,
how is he in the same area as those people?
I don't know.
With a dildo.
Yeah. Well,
he just walks around with it.
Just swinging it like an old cop with a baton.
He has like a holster with a pistol and another one just with a big blue dildo.
Well, so he hits the guy in the face, and then another officer, Thomas Murphy, filmed the incident and teased the man, saying, "Hey, what's it smell like? Hope it doesn't smell like what I think it smells like." The complaint reads.
Once again, this is like the koala situation. The dude shouldn't have had the job in the first place.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. And the guy who filmed him, too. Imagine
they were together on that one.
They both got fired,
Well, I guarantee you it was like a company thing. Like, fucking Rick brings out the old
It's
Big
like
Blue.
when you're
you
new,
know?
it's like getting jumped into a gang. You got to get slapped in the
'Cause
face
it
with
is
a
a gang.
dildo.
But just imagine the guy who's just like, dude, you know what?
Do you think it's blue because they're cops?
Yes.
Oh, the thick blue cock.
Did you not put that together immediately?
No, not at all.
Yeah, it's Officer Shaft. The leadership of
I almost spit my water out. It took me a second.
the leadership of the small department of fewer than 24 cops. So that's the crazy part is there's only 24 people that work at this, and if you've ever worked in like a small workplace like that, like I've worked mostly in restaurants, so everywhere I've ever worked had about that many people, maybe
Less, probably.
or way less. Yeah, that's so annoying. Not that it would be better if 200 people worked there, but it's just, you can just imagine being a person that worked there and just like being like, my God, shut the fuck up.
It's like the most corrupt police departments are in the smallest towns, you know, because they can hide way more shit. There's very few people to complain to.
They're the only law.
This would, in fact, be the man you would complain to about something like this.
Yeah, oh, for sure. This is
internal affairs investigator.
Yeah, that's
like
the crazy
literally,
part.
if you had an issue at work, he's the one to go to, and he's doing this. So that's fucking, and that, you know, I understand why he was reported.
Yeah.
Hard to trust anything else this man might do.
Police brass even went as far as bringing in an attorney to help explain to the cops the issue surrounding their use of the sex toy, according to the complaint. So they gave this guy a chance by bringing in a lawyer, and we're like, here, talk to him and tell him why you can't throw dicks at people. Come
on, it's funny.
But the primary dildo wielder, Huber, scoffed at the training and left the room, according to the complaint. So they tried to bring in...
Did he get fired right that second?
The lawsuit led to the resignation of the chief and also Officer Huber in August of 2018. Neither are receiving pension. So they did fire them for real, which is at least good. So, you know...
At least they didn't kill anybody, where they would have been paid forever.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. This is the kind of town where if the quarterback of the high school football team kills a guy, he won't see a jail. It's that kind of shit of just like, oh, we can sweep that under the rug. It's no problem.
Yeah. I mean, good old towns.
Yeah.
Good old small town America.
Oh Lord. Well, it's good because we've made it like almost 50 minutes and we haven't even talked about the stupid fucking debate, which we all watched.
Let's keep it that way.
I mean, my God. Yeah.
Look, I know we're all full of interesting original opinions about
No, that's
election.
the thing. There are no opinions. There's no opinions to be had about that. Everyone knows what happened. It's one of the rare times where it's like, this is not even open to interpretation. It's the interpretation is whatever you brought into this with you, you carried out at the exact same way. It changed nothing. It altered nothing. If you were swayed in any direction by last night, you were insane. You're more insane than the people I disagree with.
Or you're just old and you get your information from the TV.
And you're confused.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still thought Biden did good. Biden didn't have a stroke on air, which is like the thing that I was honestly expecting. When he has his moments where his brain stops working.
Right.
He really didn't have too many of those.
It wasn't too bad. Honestly, some of the more Trumpy people I know were like kind of seem more pro Biden.
Because he was being a dickhead.
Yeah.
He told him to shut up. He called him a clown. He kept calling him man, too. Did you notice that?
Yeah, dude, he was trying to but the thing is, Biden also just said all the things that 10 years ago would have just been a conservative standpoint.
Right, exactly.
I'm going to put more money into the police.
Yeah.
But that's better.
I fucking love.
That's all I'm going to say.
I fucking love smokestacks. They're great.
I never said.
Fuck the Green New Deal.
I never said I was going to stop kids from getting put in cages.
Yeah.
I want more kids in cages. That's he's just trying to out Trump. He's just trying to play Trump at his own game, and I hope
it worked last night.
I think it did a little bit.
I think if you're a dickhead who likes a politician just because he's like not your average politician, because he'll go there.
Yeah,
Biden's trying to go there.
This is the energy because I was up here recording with Andy for the first couple. Andy Sell was our guest yesterday. Was recording with him for the first 20-30 minutes or so of the debate.
Yeah.
So when I finally showed up at Sam's to start watching it, I missed that first 30. I went back and watched it today, and the first 30 of that, the only energy that I could really come up with was, it was basically like the moment right before the teacher sends the bully to the principal's office, but they couldn't do it. So it just like, if you're just being a disrespectful thing, because it almost breaks down the same way in a classroom where if like the 9-year-old fucking kid is being a dick to the teacher, there's the kids who are just like, ooh, like that. That's the Trump people. Yeah. There's the kids that are like, Billy, stop. There's those people.
This is stupid.
And then there's 40% of the class who are just like, I just want to go home.
Yeah.
I just fucking want to go home.
Dude,
there's the goody. It's the goody goodies versus the shitheads versus I want to go home.
My 17-year-old or maybe 16-year-old, I don't know. So my young cousin posted today. He posted a meme, a conservative meme.
Oh no!
It was like,
well, they think it's funny.
Oh yeah, he was like, Trump is the only person, because now the thing they're taking is Trump's the only person to piss off both sides.
Yeah,
but also keep all of his promises to the American people, and it's
that part is stupid.
Yeah, no,
that
all
part
of
is
it's stupid.
Well,
it's all stupid.
Yeah, I want a president that pisses off the country. I like a troll to be in charge.
Remember Barack Obama or George Bush?
Yeah. Well,
any president ever.
It's some people have made, which I think in a lot of cases the sort of correct calculation that both sides are offering you essentially nothing, but the Republican side at least offers you the chance to piss off your smug ass liberal niece.
Yeah.
And for some people that's enough. Like for those goddamn people, getting their boat sunk by a wake and the lake in Austin and shit. Those are the types of people who are just like, I mean, whatever, my life isn't going to change that much, which it's not.
You work at a lumber mill all day. The election does not matter to you, except for people
I don't even mean that. I don't mean like the working class. I mean like the people who own hot tub dealerships and shit. Those kind of people, the ones with the boats, the boat guys.
Still, yeah,
the boat guys are not like factory workers and shit, but they have this thing of like, and they're right to some extent that like their life will change almost not at all whether it's a Democrat or a Republican. They just are madder about one and inspired by the other because they make the other side mad.
I mean, everybody just wants to be right. Like, it's just a war of everybody just like, well, I'm right. I got you. Like, but it's like all just bullshit. I mean,
but that's
everybody's so insecure and ego-driven in this country.
well, because there's nothing else.
We got
though.
nothing. We really do have nothing at this point.
Yeah, the tires are running on the rims at this point. There's nothing left. So all we have is that weird like cultural war, identity politics bullshit where it's just like, yeah, so it's obvious that neither of these sides are going to give us anything material at any point. So people have just like, fuck it, man. I just want the guy who's going to make either my uncle mad at Thanksgiving or the liberal niece mad at Thanksgiving. So that's where we're at, and it sucks. So anyway, I was
good times ahead.
Good times ahead. That's all.
Things will only get better from here for sure.
Oh God. Well, hey, next week we got the vice presidential debate next Wednesday, which is going to be boring.
Ruckus. It's going to be interesting to see if they go crazy too.
I doubt it. I don't think Pence has the ability to go crazy. That man has never had fun.
I mean, this will be the longest he's ever spoken to a woman.
Oh shit! I didn't even think about that. His wife has to be there.
I mean, I doubt he's talked to his wife.
I assume his wife is
straight.
his mommy, so I'm sure she goes everywhere.
No, that's his thing. He can't be in a room with a woman that's not his wife. Holy shit, that's wild.
Yeah.
God, Kamala should just start out there. Dude, if she wanted to fucking trump him, like slap the ball out of his hands and fucking clown on him, first thing she should do is just be like, hey, Mike, I dare you to have your wife leave the room. And just see what he does, because why not? Who gives a shit? Well, yeah, do you guys have other items?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, well, I just have two questions. One is, are you ready to jam?
Brother.
And two, what's your price for flight?
That's what I've been trying to figure out.
Oh, it's the eternal question.
I think everybody has a different price, you know? Sam's price for flight is, the satisfaction of integrity. River's price per flight is finely detailed train figurines.
I need my price for flight is I need a Chinese kid throwing fireworks while this is happening.
Dude, I was about to make because that's the thing. I looked through all of the comments for a long time, and all it was just Boogie Nights references, and it just made me want to rewatch Boogie Nights.
Oh fuck
which
yeah!
I just watched recently.
I'm so happy I was really prepared. Honestly, I came in here because of the That Thing You Do incident. I came in here bracing for you and Sam to both be like, what the fuck is Boogie Nights? Who gives a shit?
I'm a film nerd still.
I mean, who gives a shit, but I know what it is.
I mean, Boogie Nights ruled. Mark Hang's dong.
A prosthetic dong.
Was it
too.
prosthetic?
Yeah,
so he doesn't have a 12-inch cock?
No, unfortunately not. Of course, this is Sister Christian by Night Ranger. Written by Night Ranger's drummer about his 10-year-old sister.
And sung
by him, too. Weird.
That's weird. I always thought this was a song about drugs.
I mean...
I thought...
That's what drug heads do. Is any song that's about anything, they're like, this is about being on heroin.
No, that's what my mom told me or my dad, whenever they would listen to this song. But what's this song about? They go,
it's about tweaking in Alaska, son.
Panning for gold on meth. It's awesome.
I didn't come to this conclusion. It was on one of the Rock Band games.
This was suggested to us by our friend Dean Symes at Fuggin' Dean. So shout out to Fuggin' Dean. I love it. Let's get down into these comments. It's true. There is a
lot of comments on people saying the drum part on this song is hard to play.
And I disagree.
Okay.
I think you give me a kit right now. I'd
can you sing it too?
I can't do that.
That shit's...
I could, but not good.
First comment I found, this is from Edward Everson from 10 hours ago. It just says...
Jamming it today.
It just says, Trump 2020! And because it's from 10 hours ago, I legitimately think this man watched the debate and then fucking just cranked up Sister Christian and was like, yeah! It's just...
I bet Trump plays this at rallies.
I assume he just has a shitty music playlist that he loves from bands from when he was in high school.
Yeah.
That's a sweet solo, though. This guitarist played for Ozzy for a while.
That's right. Luke Anthony from 4 months ago. Calibrating, going back to normal as I see dates for the Night Ranger concerts on YouTube. We just kicked Corona's ass. This is from presumably the beginning of June. I love it. That wasn't even a thing that was even on the horizon at the beginning of June.
Dude, I found one from Janelle Keller, and it says, please, when posting any song, include the exact date it was recorded. I have seen 2 differing dates. One of them must be erroneous. Please, thank you. JL 82619.
Whoa. Okay. I can't imagine that matters to anyone but JL.
I have to know the exact day they record. You know,
that's a certain type of
one day.
Yeah. Well,
that's a certain type of OCD for sure.
There's the thing is like for some bands, I'll give it to you. Like if it's
wait, hold on.
Well, like if it's a dead concert,
right,
I want to know the day.
If it's a band that you could like go
if
deep
it's a
with,
live
like,
performance, that's different.
If it's like the Dead or the Beatles or the Stones, then maybe something I can understand. But for Night Ranger, like
Night Ranger doesn't know when they recorded.
Like that's the crazy part. Yeah. Let's see. Nima Malakuti from 1 day ago. Coronavirus be damned. I got my air guitar ready, and I'm trashed off a wild turkey. I'm about to go up on my roof and blast this for all the world to hear. Happy 2020, everybody.
This is when you comment on YouTube, when you've been drinking Wild Turkey 101, you're fucking by yourself.
You have a roof?
Yeah, you're like, I need human interaction. I'm going to piss off my neighbors, I guess, because I don't know how to feel in the right way.
Time to get the cops called on me.
Hannah Eicher from 2 days ago. I agree that I am a legend because I watch this video very, very often and regularly, daily. So does my beautiful family and friends, too. Sincerely, Carla Jepsen from Tarzana, California, USA.
Wait, what'd you say that last name was?
Carla Jepsen.
Oh, never mind. For some reason, I thought it was the same name as the one I showed. I was like, wait a second. I saw one that was... wow, from Ibanez 7400. Wow.
That's a good guitar.
This was when musicians had talents. Music theory and creative. 3 songs in one. What happened to the music industries these days? 3 chords and pitch tune. Boring.
What?
Yeah, I saw one that was a guy just complaining about rap music.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah, I got one of those.
It's just like, you're racist. Let's just cut to the...
And also, this isn't 3 songs in one. There's
just
no key change.
one
There's
song.
no fucking...
It's not a medley.
Freddie Gibbs did multiple songs with 3 beat changes per track.
Right.
Like, just this last year.
Yeah,
Fuck
yeah.
Night Ranger.
Joseph Tisdale from 2 months ago. This song takes me back to the summer that I went to court to change custody arrangements. He says, I wish it rained shit during the month of July when it hit.
I take it he didn't get custody.
Yes, not.
Or he did. It's
Or he
very
did.
upsetting.
Yeah, and he's mad about it.
Mr. Right.
Soap Whip from 6 months ago. Quit the wheat and the barley. Praise God, trust me. Read up.
Read up, brother.
I don't know how many people are referring to beer as wheat and barley, but I do like it. I like the aesthetic.
It's fun. There was a bar in my hometown called Bread and Barley.
Oh, okay.
It's a guy who,
close
like,
enough.
his fucking dad worked for Budweiser in St. Louis or something.
Dude, I've been to the Budweiser plant in St. Louis. It is the worst. Like, it smells like piss. Like, it smells oats,
Breweries
you know?
don't smell good.
Dude, if you-
No, they're bad.
Have you driven? There's that. There's like a Miller brewery out on like 210 out past Pasadena, and if you drive by that thing at a certain time of night when they got those stacks going, your whole car smells fucking horrible.
Dude, at the one in St. Louis, they have the Budweiser horses or whatever. I don't remember what the
Clydesdales.
Clydesdales. I was trying to remember the words. And so it's the brewery smell and horse shit smell
Oh, good.
mixed together. That was the first time I ever saw a horse dick. Watch out, 1 year ago, said R.I.P. Grandma, you are resting easy now, forever watching over us.
Hell yeah.
To Sister Christian
To
by
this.
Night Ranger.
Juanita Barone from 1 year ago. I wasn't playing. Just because someone says I know what's going on, well, I wouldn't need to know for sure. My way? It's complicated when I open the doors to see things from other angles. I can't believe it took me till I was 42, and now I'm going to be 47 this month, and I'm still looking for Mr. Right.
Man.
All right, that's sad.
That's very sad. I'm bummed out.
I think I understood about 20% of that, but it seems sad.
Kathy from the comic strip Kathy.
Yeah, she should have just written Jet Rink from 1 year ago. The Good Times, BPF, ... before progressive feminism.
Dude,
Well, that's what this song was about.
I tried so hard to find wacky comments. I probably looked at 6 or 7 different videos.
Oh, really?
And I was going to the live ones too.
Oh, I
which
went to those.
You normally attract some of the weirdos.
Oh,
but
yeah.
It was just like one of them was the same guy posting on the same video like 10 times, like, "Damn, I'm a drummer and this drumming is amazing."
It's not,
just
though.
like over and over and over again, just the same guy, and then a bunch of people who just love this song.
Man, I found some fucking gold. Tom, there was actually a lot of gold in this one in the replies. So, like, for instance,
Okay.
Some of those are good.
so like Tom Rainieri from 2 years ago just simply states one-hit wonder, which, yes. Reply from 3 months ago, Jimmy Bartlett says, "Ha, that's one better than you, dick face."
Fucking got him. We were talking about this.
Jimmy got into this comment section ready to fucking fight, dude. He was mad as hell, and he was going to take it out on somebody, and that somebody happened to be Tom Rainieri from 2 years ago.
I knew one of the comments would be about them being a one-hit
Yeah,
wonder.
because we
were
talked
talking about
because I had seen one where a guy posted that they were a one-hit wonder, and then it was a bunch of replies of people being like, "They had 2 other hits,
Yeah,
and they are better," and like just one of those like, "You got to listen to the deep cuts, motherfucker."
Right.
Yeah, in the same way that Rick Astley's not a one-hit
Yeah,
wonder.
exactly,
No
yeah.
one remembers other Rick Astley songs.
Yeah. His other hit sounds exactly the fuck like the Never Gonna Give You Up. Like,
Yeah,
the
it's
same
fine.
song.
On the flip side, said, in a lot of emojis I found, and I'm not a fan of emojis. It might be because I'm void of emotion, but in garage, wailing this with doors open. Go outside. Neighbor's 8-year-old looks at me and says, "Excuse me, I really like your loud music. I don't care Mom gets mad at you." Out of the mouth of babes. Thanks, wee one. You made my day.
There is a 0.0% chance that happens.
None of that happened. That lady does not own a garage. They don't.
There is no kid. She literally was getting drunk and watching this video and the Coke commercial where the football player throws the kid a fucking jersey. It was like, dude, what if this happened with Night Ranger?
And it's weird. Is Night Ranger a Canadian band?
Oh, good question.
Because this lady put Canadian flags in her emoji.
Maybe she's just Canadian. No, I'm pretty sure Night Ranger's American.
I don't know what this obsession is with kids listening to old music. Like, it's like the internet's around. Like, you listen to any music. Like, a kid hearing a song from the 80s is not crazy.
Yeah.
Like,
Night Ranger's from San Francisco, by the way.
Oh,
Wow.
okay.
Them and Huey Lewis, man. Wow.
Huey Lewis is from San Francisco. Now, that's some good stuff.
Yeah.
Listen to Hauser.
David Simmons, the son of God, from 6 months ago. I mean, I don't know what we did to deserve his presence in this message board, but he's here. Everyone, all hail David Simmons.
You hear that solo?
The son of God says, "I'm back, bitches." Born February 24th, 1975 at 11:04 p.m. in California. I am the Lord. I said, be healed by faith in me, God Almighty. There were several days drought. Egypt, -3 tide. I said, I'm Jew Messiah. Fuck you, earth. Mine God, have faith in God. They crucified Pharaoh, Joseph, Achilles, Ishmael, Moses, Isaiah, Gideon, Jesus, Bethlehem. I can shooting people trying to hurt me over religion. I'm right. God is my father and Israel is mine.
No, that's scary. Straight up. At first, I was like, "This is just boring nonsense," and at the end, I was like, "Oh wait,
no.
this is somebody we gotta watch out
gonna
for."
say-
Someone needs to go to the library. He wrote that in.
Yeah. I mean, fuck the police, but if the FBI is listening, please start watching David Simmons, the Son of God.
Wouldn't it be funny if the FBI got its watch list from this podcast?
Like I said, I want to meet the guy whose job it is to listen to our show.
And thank him
And
for
thank
listening.
you. Thank you for listening.
Thank you to all subscribers.
This is another one with a good reply. Phoenix from 2 months ago says, these lyrics make absolutely no sense. And then the reply comes from Charles from a month ago. Looks like you've been listening to a lot of rap. Get your head out of the gutter. Context clues.
People who love music like this also love racism for some reason.
Oh, there's another one coming. Believe me.
Have you listened to Mos Def?
That's the thing. Is like the thing with like much of rap music, like all folk music, is highly fucking straight to the point.
Yeah, the most popular will always be the dumbest. So like. So some dumbass who's only listened to Sister Christian, the only rap music they've probably heard is probably the worst rap music or Eminem.
Yeah.
And Eminem. Also, they always throw in because I guarantee if you ask that person who their favorite rapper is, they'd say Eminem.
Yeah.
And what's it called? It's
Yellow Wolf and Macklemore and Vanilla Ice and Snow.
Paul Wall is great.
Paul Wall.
Well, that's actually a good answer, though.
Yeah.
Like, Paul Wall's
I was about to say the
good.
Beastie Boys, but they're too cool for that. Yeah. This is another one similar. Rose City D, a.k.a. William Dickerson from 1 year ago. Love it. Best music era ever. Hands down. 80s rocked from a black guy. And then a bunch
Well,
of thumbs
black
up.
guy said it, so I
he's
can't.
saying black guy liked it.
I can't disagree.
Also, definitely a black guy.
He said he was.
But the real magic is in the reply. So the reply, Stall Hard from 1 year ago. Some people always mention their race in the comments on rock videos.
This is the same guy replying from a different account.
Well,
He's trying to make a point.
he says on rock videos, as if there's some kind of musico-racial segregation. And I would say to that end, in hair metal, there kind of is.
Besides In Living Color,
I was about to say,
what's another black rock band
in
from
Living
the 80s?
Color? Living Color.
Living Color.
Yeah, In Living Color is
a TV show.
I mean, they're both cool, but yeah. As if there's
Give
some
me
kind
credit for knowing
No,
this
yeah.
existence.
Hey, heads up. Musico-racial segregation, quote, if you really want to stand out, wake up your mumble rap brethren. Ha, 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 ha.
That's just racist.
Now that is.
Hey, why don't you fix every black person who I've determined to have an issue?
You know how they hate hair metal. Can you make them love it, please?
I've met a lot of black guys who like all
Exactly.
sorts of music.
Exactly.
And they love to comment about their race.
Yeah.
every single thing. Well, I mean, my black friends are comedians, so they do. But
I had one. The best one I saw was a guy who, and I'm paraphrasing here, I forgot to screenshot. He was just like, this reminds me of a girl named Roxanne, in quotes. She used to love to perform to this song.
Oh, wow.
Back when it came out. Man, back then I had no money.
I think he's talking about Roxy's.
He's talking about a stripper
yeah.
from the fucking 80s
Yeah,
that
yeah.
he's still reminiscing about
Yeah.
in today's day and
I
age.
thought he was talking about opiates.
No, I think he's talking about, because he said when this came out, which was in 83.
Yeah, 83.
And
Okay.
she was a performer.
Yeah, yeah.
I think he's talking about how this song reminds him of a very specific dancer
Yep,
that he
yep.
spent all his money on 30 years ago.
I have to read this one because this man commented roughly the same thing about 15 times.
Oh, yeah.
Seemingly every month, and he would change the wording slightly, but it was always the same idea. So what I'm about to read is a composite of everything he said, where I added in, I plugged in a lot of the details. So, but it all was kind of along
But
these lines.
in all fairness, we all repeat ourselves sometimes. Like, I accidentally tweet the same thing sometimes with different words. So, like, this is probably just his Twitter.
Yeah.
Like,
We tell stories on this podcast that we've told on this podcast
That's true.
5
That's true.
times
in the
already.
10 episodes I've been on, I'm pretty sure I've told the same 3 stories each time.
Yeah. James Marinelli, this is his from 8 months ago. This song is for my brother because his name is Christian. And my staff yelled at me because my nephew, Nicky, doesn't play football this year because of the fucking "you got him in your sight and driving through the night" part in this song. And the fucking electric guitar solo in this song.
I love unchecked mental illness. It's really fun.
Well, but here's the weird part. There's a reply.
Man, my staff's always yelling about.
So many RIPs in these comment sections. A lot of dead people love this song.
I want to know, who is this man's staff? Who has to work for this guy?
It's definitely a bunch of people at a restaurant.
But there was a reply, and I assume it's maybe somebody on his staff. Said, this is Sarah Blevins from 5 months ago in reply to what I just read. James Marinelli, I don't like that. And you don't know what this song is about, idiot. Yeah.
What is this song about?
It's about the drummer's 10-year-old sister.
It's about her growing up.
I thought it was about drugs or a prostitute.
No.
And the motor end is...
You couldn't be more wrong here, in fact.
I thought the price per flight was the price to have
You thought
sex.
a woman named Roxanne was Roxy Cotton.
Look, I think a lot of things. I'm mentally disabled.
But you can't blame that.
Yeah, that's how I pull the autism card.
Here's another shout out to someone who's no longer with us. Vicky Dupree from 3 weeks ago. This is a song me and my dog listened to. She is in the sky world now. I miss her so much, but
I love that.
she knew this song well.
Sky World, making your
God's not
dog-
real. God's not real. You don't go to heaven, you go to Sky World,
Making
baby.
your dog listen to this.
Hey, all dogs go to Sky World. We all know this.
Prize.
I do love it when people say their pets love certain songs.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, no, you've just decided that your pet likes this.
We'll do the same thing with outfits. Like, my dog loves this little hat. It's like, no, he doesn't. He does not.
I got two more. Benny Half from 4 months ago. Queen's Motor Inn. Pussy dive all night. You're a puss in boots.
All right.
You're a puss in boots.
Yeah, fuck you,
Makes
Bob.
zero sense.
Piece of shit.
Benny, rather. And finally, and this one, this is one of those poems that doesn't really get straight to the point, but it kind of tells the story. Kayla Schultz from 3 weeks ago. And I love this as an insult. This is somebody should pull this out at the debate. Kayla Schultz from 3 weeks ago. God doesn't even like you. All three of them hate you, which I assume means the three-person
Father, Son,
God.
Holy
Yeah,
Spirit.
yeah. Go back to your darkness. Get out. The fallen angels are not yours. Take your horse with you and leave. Time for us to meet. Time for you to leave. Don't come back. There's a door. Time ran out. She's cursed thee to live in a lie. She never meant to be. She's a religious group. She's supposed to never get married. But she's something different. The other girls, they're supposed to get married. More important that I stay single. And that...
All right.
I'm going to go ahead and say I don't understand those lyrics, and I fully want one of you to say, hey, why don't you get your mumble rap brethren on board? Stop listening to rap. I probably listen to too much rap to understand them lyrics.
This is the soundtrack to Screaming Away Unholy Demons.
That would be sweet. Like, if Christian music sounded more like this, I'd probably still believe in Jesus.
Oh, my God. And that's our jam of the day. Shout out to @FuggingDean. Thank you so much for
Thanks
this.
for listening to this shitty song on your own time.
You're doing
I
the hard
forgot
work.
how bad this song sucked. I remembered it.
When I was looking through comments, I listened to this once, and then on the other 7 videos, I just muted it instantly
sure,
every single
yeah.
time.
Because I remembered it being a good song. And then because I haven't heard it in years.
Yeah, it's one of those songs, if you listen to it once every 20 years, it's great.
Yeah, especially if you're all fucked up on ketamine.
But
and
then some of
typing.
these people
I miss
are
ketamine.
appreciating the drumming in the live version so much, they're going to
true.
watch it every fucking year for
Yeah.
the next decade and comment on it.
Dude, I bet it was my last roommate who was obsessed with being a hair metal drummer.
Oh,
Who
that's
commented
right,
on it. Was it
yeah.
Chris something?
I don't remember.
Hell yeah. Well, Well, that's the program. Sam, where can people find you on the internet?
Slam harder on the internet.
All right. Daniel, what about you?
Hey, gang, you can follow me at Magden Daniel on Twitter, and you listen to my podcast, Reefer Sadness. We've had a little bit of a delay in episodes. By the time this episode comes out of Goods from Woods, we'll have a new episode of Reefer Sadness out.
All right.
So head on over to the page. Check that out.
Yeah.
Just put a wacky review.
A wacky review. Wackiest review in a couple weeks gets a T-shirt sent directly to your door.
Because I'm leaving soon, unless I can find a job in the next week.
Hey.
I got to go back.
The farewell tour.
Then it's a whole new show. I'll still do Reefer Sadness. So, honestly, after I leave, that would be pretty great if the Goods people could follow me to Texas.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Through your ears.
Yeah. Well, we'll crack.
Unless I find a job in the last 10 seconds. In the next literal week.
Rename the podcast Reefer Extra Sadness.
Oh, man.
Well, I'll be in Texas, so it'll be not illegal drugs sadness.
Oh, my God. Goddamn. Yeah, you have to go back to the bad place. Where
It's horrible. I don't want to go. I really don't want to go.
Oh, my God. Wow. The show is just going to be a come down then.
It's going to suck. I mean, they're building a new studio at the club in Dallas, and they're giving me... So I'll get to have a studio again, so that's cool, but I had to be in a horrible place.
Do they have medical weed even in Texas?
They have in Oklahoma, and my family lives 30 minutes from the border. So, I mean, look, I'm a straight-up dope boy. I ain't never had no problems catching a pack.
He's going to fucking commit a felony cross-state drug transaction to smoke a bowl.
Hell yeah, dog.
And I just admitted to it on the radio. See me October the 31st at Hyenas in Dallas.
Fuck yeah. Well, yeah, that's the show. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Rivers Langley. And, of course, if you are not aware, Saturday, October 3rd, put it in your calendar, twitch.tv/Hold the Phone Comedy. We're going to be having a fundraiser for my friend Ian Dent, who is running to become America's first trans coroner in Richmond, Indiana. So bring yourself, bring all your rich friends, and let's get. We just talked about how bad this election sucks. Let's get at least a small modicum of positivity in Indiana going at least.
Because this is an election that actually matters.
Yeah, it is.
It will make a difference.
It actually
to people's
does.
Lives.
Yeah. My God. So yeah, do that. We got Roy Wood Jr., Gareth Reynolds from The Dollop. And, of course, Jackie Cation from Jackie and Laurie, Keith Carey from Mean Boys, and Roast Battle. Also from Roast Battle, Anna Valenzuela, and our friend, friend of the show, Brandy Posey. It's going to be a hell of a show. I'm hosting the thing. So Saturday, 5 p.m. West Coast time, 8 p.m. East Coast time. Tune in then.